Hey everyone, welcome back to the WorkOS booth here at HumanX, day 3. I have the pleasure to be sitting with Paul, the CEO of Code Conductor. Paul, how are you?
Doing well, man. How are you doing?
Good, good. How's the conference been?
Oh, man, it's been amazing. I was at the HumanX last year, and I think this one tops that one. I think location
Yeah,
and the setup this year is a little better.
it's bigger and better, right?
But I like the food last year better. So as
Really?
you can tell, I probably that's one of the criteria I look at.
Awesome, awesome. So very quickly, for those that don't know, what does Code Conductor do?
Yeah, so Code Conductor, we focus on AI code generation for the enterprises. And what that means is that enterprise, they need their code to be generated based on what their enterprise architects wants it to look like. And you can't really vibe code those things. You can't really ask Claude to do the right thing for you next time. So we focus on we listen to the enterprise architect, and we come up with this tool, come up with this set called Active Cognitive Unit, which is direction from an enterprise architect, and also metadata of your application coming together to build this deterministic layer of your code. So that's what we do. A lot of words there, but at the end of the day, we're focused on AI code generation for the enterprises.
Deterministic. Tell me more.
So, most, of course, all AI generated code is probabilistic. It's probably right.
Yep.
And we focus on making sure this code is right. So when we're talking about the deterministic layer, simply maybe you could say it's a template. So template is always deterministic. But what if the template was up-leveled using AI? What if the template was up-leveled with all the metadata about your application? And so that allows us to generate code exactly the way you would expect, or a developer would expect the code to be, or your enterprise architect, or let's say, your CTO would expect the code
Yeah,
to be.
yeah.
And that's what we focus on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this AI code generation market obviously has exploded in the past 12 to 18 months. How are you guys different? Like what's unique?
So we have always focused on high quality code.
Mhm.
What that means is you could bet your company on this. One of our first customers, they were called CPA Pilot. CPA Pilot came on board within about a month and a half of working with us. They took a demo over to a big national company, Liberty Tax. They took that demo to Liberty Tax, and within a month and a half, they were able to convince Liberty Tax that they want to work with that. So they were able to work with them nationally, and it's been a huge success. It's a single person company, and they work with some of our partners to do some of the work, but overall they use Code Conductor to do all of the technical work that they do. So yeah, so that's kind of like how we're different. We're a lot more focused on our customers. We don't have hundreds of thousands of customers. We only have hundreds of customers, and we're very responsive. We have a motto, built overnight. So if a customer is looking for a feature that's important to them, sometimes it just gets built overnight.
Yeah. That's
Be-
awesome.
Yeah,
Love it.
high quality
Yeah.
overnight.
And you got to start somewhere, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So tell us maybe a couple of use cases where you're seeing some of your customers adopt Code Conductor today.
I see a lot of repeat founders who are looking for high quality applications. They really know what's needed. They're good product people. We're seeing a lot of adoption there. We have multiple repeat founders working with us. Another one is like when a customer is really looking to integrate AI within their application, which is practically everyone. The way Code Conductor thinks about that structure is different. We actually have another product called Nolly. Nolly is the AI orchestration layer. In fact, all the AI orchestration in Code Conductor is also done in our product Nolly. It's spelled KNOLLI. So I think when a customer comes in, the way they're adopting us is they're saying, okay, we need to do a lot of AI, but we need an interface in front of the AI. Code Conductor builds the interface. Nolly builds the AI orchestration layer. So we see a lot of adoption where they also need the rich AI layer.
Yep.
Otherwise, there is a big international SI with probably hundreds of offices around the world. They are doing a POC with us where they actually want their people to vibe code something in like Base 44 or Lovable. And we actually have a conversion tool where you could bring in your vibe coded app from most of your popular platforms and we will instantly convert that into your enterprise quality code and deploy this in AWS or
Very
wherever you
cool.
want it to be.
So you can make a vibe coded app enterprise ready.
Yes, that's
That's awesome.
that's actually we're seeing a lot of traction there.
Okay.
One of our other goals is to bridge the gap between product management and engineering. And I believe product managers should be vibe coding on these tools. I mean, there are so many amazing tools. My favorite one is actually called Rourke for mobile apps, and I think they do an amazing job. And we take that and we take it to the next level when it comes to building the backends. Base 44 does not give a backend, but guess what? We do. So
Yeah.
we can actually, I call it an eject button out of base 44 if you need to. I actually have deep respect for base 44. I think when it comes to building these business UIs, they have it down. I think they do a better job than Lovable when it comes to these business UIs. And I know a lot of people building some amazing, amazing products on base 44, but sometimes they need to move out of there. Like now they want to resell the product. And for that, they need to have some enterprise level code generated. We have a health company that's working with us to do just that. The founder vibe coded an app that would take a health insurance company, I would say 5 to 10 years. So it took them a few months, and we're helping them migrate into enterprise level code for their SOC 2 compliance, everything.
Yeah.
So that's so those are the people who are adopting us.
That's awesome. You guys are getting some good traction.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Fantastic. So last question, we're at HumanX. I have to ask you, it's nearly the end of the conference.
Yeah.
You've probably spoken with hundreds of developers walking the different booths. What have been some interesting questions asked or insights they're looking to learn from you guys?
The most interesting question came from a product manager, and he asked, how many concurrent sessions can I have?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the question is, how many parallel tasks can I have going on your platform to be able to do more? And this is a product manager. And I thought that question threw me off because, I mean, what it says is product managers, and you're in product marketing, but still product management in some way, product managers are hungry to do more.
Yeah.
They know what needs to be done. And, we spoke for like an hour. And overall, it's all about, I think, to feed that hunger for the product manager.
I was just going to ask, was his follow-up question, how many tokens am I going to burn?
That's of course
Yeah.
that's what it was. How many concurrent sessions can I have, and what will it cost me?
Yeah.
And we actually don't charge by the tokens. When it comes to tokens, I think the token economy is probably my prediction is in about a year we'll worry a lot less about tokens than we do right now. There are some technical advancements that will allow us to use less tokens. There is I forgot the name of the technology by Google. It's called something quant, which allows us to use 1/6 of the VRAM. I mean, the cost should be of tokens in the next couple of months should be down by 1/6 of what it is today. But I think overall we are going to learn how to use AI a little better. Deterministic engineering that we do is certainly helping us to spend a lot less the number of tokens. But tokens are a topic as well. But it wasn't as interesting as a product manager asking me how many concurrent sessions can I have. I thought that was
That is
big
great.
question, an awesome question.
Paul, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a great conversation, and enjoy the rest of the conference.